Hello, welcome to the opening bell. My name is Isaac. In this video, we will recap the stock market week of February 27th to March 3rd, 2023. Let's get started. We will start with Coke. Not much has changed with Coke since the past week till this week. However, I own 20 shares of Coca-Cola. I paid for it at $60.57 and its last price was $59.44. I had a loss of $22.50 this week for Coke since I first bought it, and Coke hasn't really had that much action starting from last week compared to this week. Here's the chart for Coke. There is a little bit, it starts off the week with a little dip, and then it will start to go up again, and it's going to stay on a sideways trend on March 3rd to end the week, but it started the week at a little less than $60 around here, and then it ended the week a little more than $59 around here. So not much difference of Coke from the difference between the starting of the week and the ending of the week of Coke. So a pretty sideways week with fluctuating prices. My next stock that I'm going to talk about is Marriott. I own 28 shares of Marriott. I paid for it at $169.33, and the last price was $173.07. So a profit I have of $104.62. So Marriott has gone up since I first bought it, and it's been one of my best stocks and most consistent stocks so far this week, and we're going to talk about that and how it performed this week in the charts. Here's the chart for Marriott. As we can see, it starts off the week on a sideways note. It will take a little dip to a low about $168 around March 2nd, and then it's going to go rally straight up, and it's not going to go down or cause any sideways in the prices. Instead, just going to go straight up and hopefully continues that trend of increasing prices into next week. And we're going to look about that in Marriott in the coming days. My next stock is Disney. I own 130 shares of Disney. I paid for it at $106.14, and its last price was $101.14. I have a loss of $649.53, and Disney is right now probably my worst stock because of the amount of quantity I own of 130. It caused a lot of loss in the price. And Disney did release a new season of Star Wars Mandalorian come out, and that may have affected some prices, but we're going to talk about that in the chart. Here's a chart for Disney. As we can see, it starts off the week at around $101 around here, and then it's going to go straight a little slant downward to a low around $98 around here, and then it's going to go straight up to end the week. And around March 1st, which is here, that was when the new season of Star Wars Mandalorian came out, and hopefully that did affect Disney Plus and did give Disney Plus some revenue. However, it didn't really increase it until March 2nd when it had a sudden rise in Disney's stock prices, and this might have to do with the Mandalorian expectations of how it exceeded expectations, and people probably paid money to use Disney Plus to watch Mandalorian, which caused the stocks to go up. Otherwise, the stock performed really well this week, and they should be happy for Disney. Your mover of the week is in green this week. The mover of the week is McDonald's, and we're going to talk about how McDonald's had a sudden increase in its price this week and about how large that increase was. I own 20 shares of McDonald's. I paid for it at a price of $264.89, and the last price was $269.07. I have a profit of $83.60, which doesn't look that much. However, McDonald's was in red when I first bought it this week, and it just started going straight up on one of the days, and we're going to talk about that in the charts and why it had a sudden increase in stock value. Here's the chart for McDonald's. As we can see, starts off the week a little around $263, $264-ish around here, and it's going to continue that sideways note all the way until we get to March 2nd. And on March 2nd is when it's going to start rallying a sudden increase from around $263 to around $266 around there, and then it's going to keep going up, and then we'll end the week at a little more than $268. So a start a little less than $264 and an end a little more than $268, around $269-ish dollars. So a really good increase for McDonald's, and this has to do with its Krispy Kreme shares. So Krispy Kreme, of course, did merge with McDonald's, and they have expanded the Krispy Kreme in places around Kentucky and around a lot of areas. Krispy Kreme started opening in McDonald's, which caused this sudden increase probably around March 2nd and to end the week. This is one of the reasons why the stock increased. So if you own McDonald's, it's a really good stock that you should be happy that you own it, since also a really good increase for McDonald's caused probably a lot of revenue from around $262 to around $268-9-ish dollars. My next stock that I'm going to talk about is Yum. I own 10 shares of Yum. I paid for it at a price of $129.36, and its last price was $129.67. I have a profit of $3.10 on Yum. So Yum has not had that much news or jumps or dips, so it's been a really sideways stock, and it hasn't really had that much action, and we're going to talk about that in the charts. Here's the chart for Yum. It starts the week off at around $127-ish, $8-ish dollars around there, and then it's going to stay sideways all the way until we get to around March 2nd, around here. It's going to follow a really sideways trend, and then it's going to start a sudden increase from that. But not that high of an increase. It'll end the week at around $129-ish dollars around here, and it starts the week at a little more than $127. So only like a $2 change in the profits from the beginning of the week to the end of the week. So not that much change for Yum. However, the stock does have an upwards trend towards the end of the week. The next stock that I'm going to talk about is Apple. I own 20 shares of Apple. I paid for it at a price of $147.80, and its last price was $151.03. I have a profit of $64.60 on Apple. So a profit in Apple price, so around like a $4 increase per share in Apple, which is a good increase in Apple compared to previous weeks. Here's a chart for Apple. As we can see, it starts the week at around $148. It is going to slump down, low of around $144 around in between March 2nd and March 3rd. And then a giant increase in its share value. It's going to end the week at above $150. So only like a $3 increase from beginning of the week to the end of the week, around $2, $3. However, from the low of the week at around $144 to the end of the week at around $150 from there is a giant increase of around $6 per share. So like it's from like around March 3rd, it's kind of like a straight line. It just goes like straight up, and it's going to continue to go up and end the week at a really high price for Apple, and we hope that it continues this run toward into next week, and we hope that Apple will continue to keep up their good stock status. The last and final stock that I'm going to talk about is Google. I own 15 shares of Google, and I paid for it at a price of $100.48, and its last price was $93.65. So a decrease of $7 per share for Google since I first bought it, and I have a loss of $102.45. So Google, not the best stock for me. It's one of the three stocks I have that I have a loss in, and Google has just not performed well for me, and for lots of people, it's been going down since the dip 3 weeks ago, from around like 2 or 3 weeks ago from the Google Bard expectations that did not improve, and it just stayed in that dip, continuing for the rest of the weeks coming up till now. Here's the chart for Google. As we can see, starts the week off around $90. Gonna continue at a sideways note. And then around March 2nd is when it's going to pick up. And it's going to carry all the way. We'll end the week at above $93. So a low of around $89 to $90 around here. And a high of to end the week of $93, $94 in stock price. So a really good increase for Google. And however, still not able to come out of the dip that I experienced a couple weeks ago. But pretty good shares for Google. Hopefully continues this trend into the coming weeks. Now there is something special from these 6 stocks I own: Marriott, Disney, Yum, McDonald's, Apple, and Google. There's something similar they all did this week. So they all either started the week sideways or downwards, and then on March 2nd for each of them, March 2nd for Marriott, March 2nd for Disney, March 2nd for Yum, March 2nd for McDonald's, March 2nd for Apple, March 2nd for Google. They will start rallying to end the week on a really good high note. So they will rally to end the week, and this shows that it's not going to be only these 6 stocks. Across the New York Stock Exchange, there were a lot of stocks that did really good to end this week starting on March 2nd. So this shows that March 2nd was which showed a good bull market in the New York Stock Exchange and showed a good market rally to end the week. And we hope this streak of trends of high stock prices continue into next week and the weeks beyond. Thank you for watching this stock market recap of the week of February 27th to March 3rd, 2023. And I will continue posting videos every week or in the coming weeks. And I hope that you find these videos helpful in recapping the stock market, and thank you for watching.